Hey everybody, it's Courtney, Fiber Fox Studios, and today I am podcasting again or videoing again from the truck. and I did want to explain a little bit because I know nobody minds the truck videos, but the reason why I end up doing a lot of these is because of the way that I live for these new subscribers that I've gained. So y'all understand, I live out in the middle of nowhere in the woods. In the little tiny house is a shed. It's called a cabin, but I call it the shed. So this tiny little cabin, we have satellite internet. That was really our only option for internet service. So if you know anything about satellite internet, it is extremely slow. And I know there's quite a few of you that do know about that because some of the other YouTubers I watch have said the same thing. They have satellite internet. They live remotely or, far out, different places. So it's easier for me to leech off of work Wi-Fi and upload here in town when I'm at work. So I do a lot of that. That's why I keep doing these in the truck. But I do have some, filming that I have to do at home. I've got some more reviews that I'm trying to get put together so that I can enlighten you guys on what's happened with some of the things I've washed and not ruined. So that's the good thing. But I'll show you what happened. And then, of course, I do also want to take a moment to thank Sandy with Left is Right Crochet, because when I breached that 1,000 subscriber mark, it was actually her and a shout out that she gave me during a live and on a shout out video that put me over the 1,000. So it was so nice of her to do that. I'm going to link her channel down below for you guys. If you do not already know who she is, she's a doll and she's fun to watch. So definitely check her out. Hopefully we can send some subscribers her way. She is just under 1,000 last I checked, which was yesterday. She needed 61 more and she's probably gone up, but let's get her over the 1,000. If you really could check out her channel, if you like it, please subscribe, leave her a comment and let her know that you like what she's doing, because she just did that out of the kindness of her heart, and I appreciate it. So I'm now over 1,000. I'm at like 1,031 or something, so super exciting. And I also wanted to talk to you guys about the Oh So Simple Cardigan. That was my tutorial that went up on Monday, and I wore it yesterday. So it was the first time, I put it on when I was taking the pictures for the thumbnail, put it on. And then, obviously I wore it when I was taking pictures. Then I took it off, and then I was sick for days with the flu. And so I wasn't at work for days. So I didn't wear it until yesterday. So I wore it for the whole entire day. And then I learned that thing really relaxes with the weight of those puff stitches and all. I guess that's, part of it. And then the weight of the shoulder. I was so shocked at how much it relaxed though, because mine, which I made the 1X size, ended up being more like the 2X, 3X. One of my coworkers who is a larger size than me tried it on, and it also fit her because of the stretchiness of it. So what it did that I did not like is because when it relaxed and the weight of, the sleeves pulling down all day long wear, my shoulder that should have been like right here ended up more like down here. So when by like lunchtime yesterday, I was back on the video, which the good thing is I give all the instruction on counts and stuff down in the description rather than saying them in the video, because as I'm doing tutorials and learning more and more with sizing and how sizing is, trying to provide it for all sizes, I have learned that it's just best to not try to rattle all that off in a video, because if I do make a mistake, I can't just go back to that video and re-edit it because I have to delete it off my phone. So, and downloading it is just like not an option to redo the editing. So I've learned not to put that info, on screen or do any of that. And thank goodness, because I was able to go and do some editing on the counts for that sweater. I put a note because I want to play with the sizing a little bit more this weekend. I put a note for the plus sizes, like explaining drop the count 7 to 14 stitches on that foundation row, that you're making, the chain, the starting chain, I should say, not foundation row, but the starting chain. I put a note over the plus size section, reduce your stitches by 7 to 14 on your starting chain for a more fitted look. Like the sweater, I will still wear it. It still looks good, but it's like a very relaxed look for me. Like I ended up with extra inches over here, and like I said, my sleeve kind of slid down, and you can see that seam when it slid down on your arm. I didn't particularly like that. And one of my other coworkers was wearing a sweater that was store-bought, and that's how it was designed. It, had this front panel, and then the sleeve came down over on her arm, and that's how it's supposed to look. But that's not how that sweater was supposed to look. So I'm going to do some adjustments. I think the issue is back panel needs to be a little bit more narrow, so less starting chains, and the front panels need to be more narrow, less starting chains. Sleeves would still be the same. Side panels would still be the same. Y'all probably can't see where I'm pointing. But those things would be the same about it. But those front panels need to be reduced unless you do like an oversized, extra comfy sweater. Like, it also, a factor in it, and this is why I wanted to play with the plus sizes, is my shoulders are more narrow than like my coworker who is a similar size. So on her, sleeve isn't really sliding down quite as much. It's not as noticeable. On another coworker who's larger, it fits better. It fits like the way that it should, in my mind, like the way that I designed it. So kind of depending on if your shoulders are more broad or if you are more endowed in the, chest area, the sweater would fit fine because that would take up some of that space that I was getting. I'm not more endowed in the chest area and I don't have broad shoulders. So when it relaxed, it to me looked bigger on me than what I wanted it to. Like I said, it didn't look bad. I will still wear it. It looks good, but I wanted a more fitted look on mine personally. The challenge on fitting that info down in the description is I've already maxed out the character counts. Because I do provide all the sizes and tips and stuff. So I'm going to have to figure out how I can use less words to communicate the same things to you guys so that I can fit in ways to adjust or something like that, depending, because like I said, if somebody typically they buy like a 1X and they would make a 1X, but they have broader shoulders than me, they won't have a problem with the sweater. If someone is more shaped like me, like I carry all my weight, like for the most part, like down in the booty thigh area and, more narrow here, fat arms though. So that's why I need those big sleeves. So it's just like, it's hard to explain it, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just our body styles and shapes are so different. Someone can be a 1X and it fit perfectly. Someone can be a 2X and the 1X size would be their perfect fit. So I've just got to play with it. Hopefully I can get it figured out this weekend. I'm hoping, but the note's up there to kind of precaution, like give a cautionary, hey, check the count, you might want to reduce. So I'm hoping that will help because I definitely don't want somebody working up the sweater and being like, it's way too big. So definitely don't want that. But I have a little house guest coming this weekend. I'm going to have my first time having a little person house guest. My 4-year-old niece is coming. I've invited her for the weekend so that she can see the tiny house and, the composting toilet and that sort of thing. So she's super excited to do all of that and see what it's like. So I'm going to be doing things with her and keeping her occupied. And she does love crochet. So I know we're going to get some crochet time in. I just, with the attention span of a 4-year-old, I don't know how much she's going to be able to sit there, and work on her thing while I try to work on something else. We'll see. But just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I am also designing several more things. Like I've said before, I do have things coming. I'm just going to definitely if I do some stitches that I think are similar to that puff stitch that might relax a lot. I'm going to wear them first before I put out the tutorial, just so we don't have this problem again. But I will have another tutorial coming, probably next weekend is when I'll be able to film that. I'm going to attempt to film a hat this weekend, but like I said, 4-year-old there, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work for me. But that's all I have going on. Again, thank you so much to Sandy from Left is Right Crochet. Definitely, please, guys, check out her channel. Show her some love if you like what she's doing. I love her, so I was getting caught up on her videos the other day. So that's all for now. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will be back next week. Gonna do some yarn reviews for sure during the week. I'll be able to do that for you guys, show you guys something that I've washed up and all, and I will be working on more tutorials, so there is definitely more to come. Thank you to all my new subscribers, by the way. I really appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoy the content I've got, and stick around. We'll have more to see soon. Take care for now.